Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 8. I, your course instructor, Ms. Kiran Amjad, welcome you once again in AppSec's online support program. Students, as you know that this platform is very important for you people to stay connected with us. The time will come when we can all finally get back to our regular routines, but don't let that stop you from taking advantage of this unexpected free time. So students, please develop a schedule and stick to it. Stay connected to your teachers and your classmates, create a designated workspace, be proactive and watch this video tutorial very carefully so that if you would have any problem regarding any issue, you can easily contact with us through this platform. So students, as you know that the name of your textbook is Moby Dick, topic that we are going to discuss this week is you have to draw a mind map of poem Casabianca, you have to write summary by yourself, you have to write the central idea and you have to paraphrase this poem by yourself. And the resources required are vocabulary and dictionary. So students, guideline instructions for you people are students will follow the video tutorial and complete their home tasks, all written work to be done on textbook, notebook and workbook with proper date mentioned on the top, and students must upload the picture of their work on AIS. Here is the warm-up session in which 3 questions are given and you would be able to answer these questions after reading and understanding the poem carefully. Number 1 is, what message does the poetess convey in this poem? Number 2, how Casabianca proved that he had inherited nobility from his forefathers? And number 3, what is the cost of violence and war? Objectives. Students will be able to recite the poem with proper intonation, pauses and expressions. Identify and explain the figures of speech used in the poem. Identify the theme of the poem. Use the foundation grid to analyze the poem and write the summary. And students, please do watch this video tutorial very carefully. So here is some information about the poet. The poem is written by Felicia Dorothea Hemans, an English romantic poetess. Felicia Dorothea, 25th September 1793 to 16 May 1835, was born in Liverpool, England. 2 of her opening lines, "The boy stood on the burning deck," and "the stately homes of England," have acquired classic status. So students, here are all themes in the poem Casabianca. The poet has skillfully related a story to different realities of life, so the poem has more than one theme. We will discuss all themes of the poem one by one. Obedience is the dominant theme of this poem. Casabianca sacrificed his life but didn't compromise on obedience and respect. The character of Casabianca was a living example of responsibility. He exemplified the true sense of responsibility through his act of staying there. Casabianca's death shows that the death of dignity is 1,000 times worthier than the death of cowardice and docility. Casabianca went beyond the constraints of age and set an incredible example of bravery. So here is the central idea, or you could say that it's the summary of the poem so that you can easily get the hidden message and you can easily paraphrase the poem. This poem tells a true story. In the Battle of Nile, fought in 1798 between the French and the English fleets, the commander of the French warship, the Orient, ordered his son Casabianca, a boy aged 13 years, to stand in a certain place and not to leave it until it told him to do so. As the battle went on, the father was killed and the ship caught fire and was blown up. The boy, not knowing that his father was dead, stayed where he was told to stay. He died at his post rather than disobey his father's orders and escape in a boat with the other sailors who left the ship. In real, it was the merciless act of war that stole a young and vibrant life and ruined a bright future. The costs of violence and war are immeasurably huge to justify, even though the political interests always attempted to do so. So students, here is the mind map in which poetic devices are used for your better understanding. Number 1 is setting. Casabianca, a 12 years old boy, the son of Louis Julian Joseph, was the commander of a warship. The speaker in the poem narrates that Casabianca was standing alone on the boat of the ship, which was already caught by fire. There are 3 characters in this poem: boy Casabianca, his father, and commander of ship. Imagery. The poem is about the actual incident that happened in 1798 during the Battle of the Nile. Tone. Kasabianka is considered narrative poetry because it tells a story. Theme. As I told you before, that 4 themes are discussed in this poem: obedience, responsibility, honor, and bravery. Rhyme. As you know, rhyme is a popular literary device in which the repetition of the same or similar sounds occurs in 2 or more words, usually at the end of the lines in poems. For example, deck, fled, wreck, dead in stanza 1. So students, you have to paraphrase this poem by yourself. I am going to explain this poem and I am going to explain the meanings of difficult words so that you can easily get about the hidden message and you can easily paraphrase the poem. Paraphrasing is the process of rewriting text using one's own words to show understanding. Paraphrasing is always done line by line or stanza by stanza. First stanza. The boy stood on the burning deck. Deck means floor of a ship. Whence all but he had fled. Whence means from where, from which, place from which. Fled. Fled means escape, run away, move swiftly. Shone the flame that lit the battle's wreck. Wreck means destruction. Shone round him over the dead. Shone means radiance, glow, luster. In these lines, the poetess tells that Kasabianka was standing on the board of the ship which was on fire. He was standing alone while all others had left the ship. The flames of fire rising on all sides, these flames were shining over dead bodies of the soldiers killed in the battle. Second stanza. Yet beautiful and bright he stood, as born to rule the storm, a creature of heroic blood. Heroic means characteristic of a hero or heroine. A proud though childlike form. In these lines, the poetess tells that the boy stood on the board of the ship in spite of burning flames. He looked very handsome in the light of these flames. It seemed that he was born to govern over storms. He had inherited nobility from his forefathers. Though he was of tender age, he looked brave and proud to carry out the command of father. So students, story is going on. The flames rolled on, he would not go without his father's word. That father faint in death below, his voice no longer heard. In these lines, the poetess says that flames rushed at Kasabianka, but he had resolved not to leave the place unless his father permitted him. His father was lying dead in the lower part of the ship, so his voice could not be heard more. He called aloud, "Say, father, say, if yet my task is done." He know that the chieftain lay unconscious of his son. Chieftain means head, leader, ruler. In these lines, the poetess tells that the boy called his father in a loud voice. He asked whether the duty assigned to him was complete or not. He didn't know that commander of the ship was unaware about the condition of his son. "Speak, father," once again he cried, "if I may yet be gone." And but the booming shots replied. It means extremely, and fast the flames rolled on. In these lines, the poetess tells that the boy again cried and asked his father if he could go. He wanted to say more, but his voice was drowned in the midst of heavy noise of guns. Booming means heavy. And the flames rushed on very fast. Upon his brow he felt their breath, and in his waving hair, and looked from that lone post of death in still yet brave despair. In these lines, the poetess says that the flames rushed at the boy. He felt their heat on his forehead and in waving hair. Though he knew that his death was near, but he stood quiet and calm. He looked around him from place of death with bold heart, though he was disappointed, and shouted but once more aloud, "My father, must I stay?" While over him fast through sail and shroud. Sail means sheet of fabric used to catch wind and propel of a sailboat, and shroud means covering. The reading fires made away. The wreathing fires made way. Wreathing means move in circles or spirals. In these lines, the poetess says that the boy once again cried out in loud voice. He wanted to know if it was necessary for him to stay there. Just then the flames rushed through sails and ropes. They wrapped the ship in splendor while they caught the flag on high. Splendor means pride, glory, glow, brightness. They caught the flag on high and streamed above the gallant child. Streamed means flow, and gallant means courteous, brave, like banners in the sky. And banners means flag, it could be any poster. In these lines, the poetess tells that the flames surrounded the ship and covered it on all sides. They even reached the flag, which was flying very high. They also surrounded the brave boy like the flag's shadows in the sky. There came a burst of thunder sound. The boy, oh, where was he? Asked of the winds that far around with fragments strewed the sea. Fragment means break into pieces, separate into fragments, and strewed means scatter. In these lines, the poetess tells that suddenly a loud noise was heard there, and no one can imagine that where the body of brave boy was. Only the winds could say, which were blowing around the boy, that where was he. So students, here is the last stanza of the poem. With mast and helm and pennon fair. Mast means flagpole. Helm means tiller of ship which directs the rudder. Pennon means team flag. That will had borne their part. Borne means carried by, transmitted by. But the noblest thing which perished there, perished means be destroyed, expire, spoil, was that young faithful heart. In these lines, the poetess tells that part played by mast, rudder and the flag flying on mast is praiseworthy. But the noblest thing which died there was the young, obedient and disciplined heart. That was Kasabianka. So students, here is the recap of the poem, or you could say it's the summary of the poem, so that you could get the central idea or what was explained in the poem. The poem directly and openly praises the young Kasabianka. It implicitly scorns the war and its negative consequences. This real incident took place on August 1, 1798, when the French and the English had a war. The French ship was caught on fire. All the Frenchmen ran away and left the ship, but the young boy refused to leave the ship, saying that his father ordered him not to leave the ship. He didn't go against the order of his father and died when the ship exploded. He rather lets the fire swallow him than turn back on his words. He doesn't know that his father is dead, so he keeps asking permission at the moment of dying. The poem represents honesty, innocence and responsibility building up inside a young mind. The child happens to a loyal son, no doubt there, but the pure innocence doesn't save him from the raging fire. The poet here indirectly criticized the war for the death of such a young obedient heart. The poet here indirectly criticized the war for the death of such young obedient heart. So students, I gave an explanation briefly. So here is the task assigned for you students. There are 5 basic questions that need to ask yourself during and after reading a poem. Think deeply about the poem so as to get a better understanding of the poem and give answers with textual evidence. So, the basic questions are: what is the theme, what is the rhythm, what is the rhyming scheme, what are the images, what is the setting, tone and style, and what is the effect of the sensory words. And here is the written task for you students. You have to paraphrase stanzas 4, 5, 10 and 11 by yourself. You have to summarize the poem in 35 to 40 words. You have to write the central idea of the poem, and you have to draw the mind map of poem in your notebooks. I hope you would read it carefully, you would understand it carefully, and you would paraphrase this poem by yourself. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much.